All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Client Ascension Student Spotlight interview. I'm here with my good friend Abdul Ibrahim. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey man, how's it going? Thanks for having me on.
Of course, dude. It's been really cool just to watch and follow your journey since joining Client Ascension, and so I'm really excited to unpack it here on this interview. And just get us started quickly, if you don't mind, with telling us a little bit about who you are and what you're currently working on.
Yeah, so I'm Abdul. I run a email and SMS agency for direct-to-consumer brands, specifically CPG brands. So just focusing on retention strategies on that.
Very cool, man. Yeah, it's an interesting niche because I know a lot of guys now either do e-com email marketing or provide other services to people in the e-commerce space. So I'm interested to hear how you've been able to navigate that landscape of competition and just making your service more unique than maybe the next agency that offers something similar.
Yeah, for sure. So when I first started back in the summer, I'd say around sort of April, March of 2022, very competitive space. And I learned that very quickly. Also coming from before actually starting an email agency, I actually had a Facebook ads agency that was even more, fierce competition on that side as well. So I kind of changed offers.
Yeah.
But kind of navigating through that landscape has been kind of a blessing, but also, a curse at the same time. So, and what I mean by that is kind of, blessings because you're able to come up with different offers, and kind of learn what it takes to have an offer that kind of, grabs the attention of your prospects, especially when you're in such a competitive space. What I would say as well is, in terms of kind of fulfillment, I think has been pretty good, as well. So we're not just working on email and SMS, but a lot of, direct response copy, landing pages, product drops and things like that. So, coming up with different offers and just doing as much as we can to differentiate from from the many other e-com, email and SMS agencies out there.
Makes sense. Yeah, it sounds like the biggest thing that you're prioritizing for your clients is solving as many issues and pain points as possible under one agency, which is super convenient for them, and just prioritizing results and overall growth, which is obviously going to keep clients wanting to work with you over a long period of time. So really good stuff there. I guess my next question is, where did Client Ascension come into play? How did you hear about it? Why did you decide to join? Walk us through that a little bit.
Yeah, sure. So I joined Internet Money, so Daniel's Internet Money group. So I joined that. Just decided to pick up more skills in terms of building up, funnels and working on VSLs, working on landing pages and things like that. So actually, I had a couple clients back then. Daniel basically hit me up and kind of asked me and found out that I had a couple of clients and recommended I move to Client Ascension, and yeah, it was basically kicked off from there.
Awesome. Yeah, it's cool. I know a lot of the guys started in Internet Money and were, really just wanting to get into Client Ascension as quickly as possible. So I'm happy you're able to make that transition pretty quickly there. But since joining the group, I know we've talked a little bit along the way in the DMs and on some of the operations calls, but overall, what would you say has been, maybe some milestones or some good memories along your agency journey since being a part of the program?
Oh yeah, so huge benefit in terms of the way we operate right now, as an agency, was a business or service-based business, because it's not just one thing that I was looking to improve. It was a multitude of different things, from operations to our offers to, writing cold email scripts that will actually, get replies, especially when we're, up against so many other e-com email agencies out there. But since joining, our operations has improved from your calls, the way in which, Christian has kind of guided me to actually writing good email scripts has been hugely lucrative. And then obviously, I think just in general, just networking with everyone else on the group, and kind of learning from their expertise has been a huge help, especially as well on sales. So it's not just one multitude of things that has kind of improved. It's just like, I'd say the entire business has kind of improved in the way in which we carry out our service now.
Yeah, it's awesome to hear. And that's what it is like for most agency owners, right? It's not you're just focusing on one part of the business, especially early on. You almost have to wear every hat. You have to do sales, you have to know how to do lead gen, you have to fulfill. And there's also like micro topics and skill sets that go in each category depending on your service, especially if you're offering a service like yours where there's multiple facets to it, because you are becoming like a true growth partner. So I guess for new students in the program, or really anyone in the program, what's one piece of advice you might give them to go through it and have as much success as possible?
What I would say is consistency, turning up to as much of the calls as possible, learning from the coaches. There's just an unbelievable amount of knowledge put in front of you from day one. And it's, the support that you get from all the coaches, and not just the coaches, but all the members inside the group, is just kind of unmatched to any other group out there. But I would say it's consistency overall, working hard on, changing, whether that be your offer, your VSL, your landing pages, the way in which you do operations, just turn up every day, I would say, and kind of leave, and don't come in with a mindset of, you're looking to perfect things, but rather kind of just try your best and improve things of where you can.
Yeah. Well said, dude. I mean, that's my biggest piece of advice as well for anyone going into business and entrepreneurship, is just show up every single day and be open-minded, right? If someone tells you to do something or to test something, be open-minded and see it through, and let the market and the data, help you make the best decisions. So really good advice there. Appreciate you filling us in, updating us on where you're at and how things are going. So as a last question, where can our audience find you, follow you, and learn more about working with you and your agency?
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter on Abdul IB_94, or our agency trendfeed.co.uk. You can see what we're offering there. But yeah, that's where I've been trying to kind of grow that personal brand. But you can hit me up on there on DMs as well.
Good stuff, man. Well, thanks again for your time. Keep crushing it in the community, and we appreciate you coming on here.
Thanks, Andre. Appreciate it.
All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Client